Delta State demolished Niger bridge gate erected by Anambra government. Government of Delta State has demolished the iron gate built by Anambra State government at the Niger bridge boundary between the two states. Recall, Torixos News reported yesterday, 24 May, that the Anambra State government erected an iron gate in Niger Bridge to prevent people from trooping in and out of the state in observing the interstate closure for better combating of widespread COVID-19. Few hours after people were denied entrance in and out of Anambra State, group of men were pictured dismounting the gates built by Willie Obiano, the governor of Anambra State. The results learned that the operation was carried out by the executive assistant to Governor Okowa on youth development, Honorable Innocent Ifeanyi Chukwu Eze Weze, who is the coordinator for the Oshimiri South Delta State. He and members of his team were at the bridgehead dismantling the gates and barricades erected by Anambra State government. So, viewers, thank you for listening to this news. I will tell you that at this point, I am not too comfortable the with the report because because the other reports said it was the angry resident youth that actually destroyed the gate. Why the other one said it was the Delta State government that destroyed the gate. Maybe the next report will be that the gate was stolen by hoodlums as it was made with gold. So reports supposed to be accurate, and transparent. There should be no beating around the bush so that when the police comes and want to carry out any investigation, they will know where to start from. You understand? So that is just it. Then, as per the um, demolition of the gate by the Delta State government, um, I will say without any form of biasness, the both states are actually at fault. They're supposed to come together and arrive at compromise. They're supposed to come together and dialogue and see reason why these gates should be left or be destroyed. They should have come together and reasoned together. They wouldn't have taken laws into their hands. Before Anambra State government started the erection of that gate, there's supposed to be a consultation of Delta State government, and there's supposed to be a very good reason. The reason is supposed to have been made known to the Delta State government before erecting that gate. So if the erecting of that gate will be for the benefit of both states, both Anambra and Delta states, then they would have the both states will now give the go ahead for the erection of the gates. So I want to believe that this destruction that is going on because Delta State government was not aware of the reason for the erection of that gate. So that is where the Anambra State government is actually at fault. So they would have consulted Delta State government before the erection of that gate and giving them very good reason why they want to erect that gate. Okay, see, one of the reasons that they are given, which to me is a good one, but to the Delta State is a disadvantage. You see what I'm talking about. Okay, now they erected that gate for their own interests, for their own protection, to prevent the Amajiris or the Northerners from gaining entrance into Southeast. You see now, why to the Delta states, to them, it is they did it for so that the Amajiris, when coming, they will now have their endpoint in Delta State and do whatever they want to do in Delta State and go back from there. So you can see the disadvantage and the advantage part of it. So to the Anambra State, it's an advantage. Why to Delta State is a disadvantage. So that is one of the reasons why Delta State actually went ahead to to destroy that gate. And if you look at it, to if you look at it, you see that the Delta State, they have a point in what they have just done. See, that Niger bridge is not is the government's own bridge. It doesn't belong to anyone. That is the bridge that shows the demarcation between the south and southeast. So Anambra state government made a mistake. They made a mistake. So with immediate effect, I would suggest that reconciliation reconciliation between the two states should be made, and a correction on the erection of that gate in River Niger in River Niger should be made with immediate effect. If the gate should be erected or not to be erected, there should be a dialogue. There should be a reconciliation. They need to understand themselves in order to shun violence or any form of misunderstanding. You understand? But to face the reality, I will tell you that the gate, to me, is not a very good if it's not a very good plan. It's not a good plan at all. It's not a good plan. Erecting the gates in River Niger bridge is not a good one, because you are actually creating an endpoint for the Amajiris in Delta State, saying that they should carry out their evil and devilish practice in Delta State and shouldn't exceed it to Anambra State. So you are now saying directly to Delta State that they alone are good in facing the Amajiris, and knowing fully well that that the road that lead to any northern state, the normal road that lead to any northern state is truly from Delta State. If you are coming from Lagos, you are coming from Abuja, you have to pass through Delta State to any other place. You can see that. So you can see that that is where the bone of contention comes. So they really need to understand themselves. They really need to dialogue. They really need to talk. They really need to exchange ideas. These things are very, very important. They are very, very necessary. We need to see face to face and talk about this before this leads to any form of violence, because it doesn't need to at all. It doesn't. Because if it does, believe you me, a lot of people will laugh at the both states, because you see, you remember that they were actually mocking Delta State for claiming to be a part of the Republic of Biafra. And with this, if there is anything like violence between the both states or a fight, you will see what people will now say at the end. So let us not give them opportunity to say what they have in mind, or what they actually have in their mouths, because I know Nigerians and what they are good at saying. You understand? Let us not allow the Niger Bridge issue to bring a misunderstanding between the both states. Let there be peace and love be spread. So, my viewers, what's your take on what I've just said? So, please don't forget to leave them behind. Click on the subscription buttons as well as bell button to receive more updates. Thank you.